Hey everyone, welcome to this first ever live webinar.
We're coming to you live from Miramar, Florida, the beautiful city of Miramar, Florida. I'm excited to be here. These are truly special times. My name is Abel Prieto. I'm the VP of Communications here at INCRUISES. And today we're going to have a very special live webcast where you guys can actually participate. I want you to know that right here on the lower side of the screen, you can actually post your questions or comments. We'll get to them throughout the webinar. And just make sure to hit enter. So go in there, type whatever you want, hit enter so we can actually see what you're typing. And these are really special times. So let's get right into it. What is the purpose of this webinar? Why are we here? Our goal is to introduce our top leaders, our top marketing leaders to this incredible money-making opportunity, this incredible product that is INCRUISES. It's truly a rare opportunity, and it's not an opportunity that everyone gets in a lifetime, but you guys, we are all part of this today, and I want to encourage you to really pay close attention as I introduce our first speaker. He's a great friend. He's an incredible leader. Many of you know him. For those of you who don't, you want to get to know him as soon as possible. He is INCRUISES CEO and a very good friend of mine, Michael Hutchison. Come on in.
Abel, thanks, man. Appreciate it very much.
Definitely, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for making that happen. So, Abel, thank you for that kind introduction. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Have a seat. I'm humbled and grateful that you're here. I'm not actually seeing you live. I'm actually talking to a broadcast camera. Would you help me and just take out a pen and paper and act like you're taking good notes? In fact, let's do this. For the first person that sends me by email at hutch@incruises.com the complete detailed notes of the notes that you took today and email those to me, what I'll do in return is I will treat you to dinner on our first inaugural cruises that we're going to take this summer. So again, get yourself comfortable, have something to write with, take out a pen and paper, and then if you will, send me your notes, email them to hutch@incruises.com at the end of this broadcast. And for those that do the first two people that send me your notes, I'll be happy to treat you for dinner on board one of our inaugural Dream Cruises this summer, May through July, out of Barcelona, the west coast of California, and then the east coast here down in South Florida. So everybody's good with that. For those of you that I've not met, as Abel so kindly suggested, my name is Hutch. All my friends call me Hutch. My full name is Michael Hutch. Hutch is on. I look forward to meeting you in person. And until we do, please make sure that you call me Hutch when you send me that email. I'm grateful and excited that you guys are here. I'm lucky that you're considering joining our bold team. So thank you in advance for your trust. Today's webcast, as Abel suggested, the agenda is as follows. I'm going to walk through what I call the 4 C's, and they are as follows. I'm going to talk about our company, first of all. Then I'm going to talk about our unique concept, what makes us valuable, what makes us different in the marketplace. Then I'm going to talk about our compensation. And then finally, I'm going to have a call to action. And to use another C word, we're utilizing what we describe as curiosity marketing. So we're giving you information, bits and pieces to keep you engaged. And then finally, my challenge for you is we're going to schedule these calls on the 10th, the 12th, and the 15th. And what I'd ask is by the 15th that you be able, as a leader, to tell our story, given the format that I just shared, of first talking about our company, our concept, what makes us unique, our compensation, and then a call to action. So if you're good with that challenge, let's go ahead and get started. So let me tell you about our company. The name of the company is INCRUISES. We are a cruise membership club that utilizes direct sales as our distribution system. And we have a genuine service with genuine consumer demand. There's an estimated 24 million cruisers that will go on a cruise next year. And if you think about it, you can't necessarily make a living if you have only 24 million prospects. But I think you'd agree that it's probably a pretty good start. So again, we have a genuine offer, a genuine product with genuine consumer demand. And what we did was we just took this idea of cruising. My family and I love to go on cruises. We took this idea of cruising, we combined it with a membership club to drive down the price and increase the value. And then we integrated it with a powerhouse in the travel business a name that you're going to hear frequently through this broadcast called World Travel Holdings, and that's how we integrated and pulled it all together. So we're on a crusade. We're on a crusade to make cruising more accessible and affordable for as many people as possible. And my hope is at the end of this broadcast that you'll discover that if you do decide, and if we're fortunate to work together, that we're much bigger than just a cruise membership club that can pay you very well. You'll be part of something magical. You'll be part of something bigger than you ever imagined. So let's get into it. A couple outcomes. I'd like to get to know you. I'd like for you to get to know me. For those of you, again, a little bit about my background. I've been very fortunate my entire career to be at the right place at the right time. And for you, I'm convinced that you too are at the right place at the right time. Out of college, I went to school at Georgetown University. I went to work for Ross Perot's Electronic Data Systems. At the time, EDS and General Motors merged together, and it was the most explosive time in the company's growth. We're going to experience that here as well. And then I went to work and was very fortunate to go to work for probably the world's most renowned peak performance coach, Tony Robbins. And Tony and I had the opportunity to work together for about 7 years. And it was a magical time. It was a tough time. There was about a dozen of us that got started all together. And then we grew that business very successfully and very profitably. When I look back on it, the thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that we created a legacy. We created a legacy of relationships. And if I have one regret in business, it's the following. I regret that I didn't build a direct sales business with Tony Robbins' products and the leaders that we have. And so this is an opportunity that I have to give back to all of those people that we worked with, and to be able to do that and add value to those people that we shared so many years together. So that's a little bit about myself and a little about a background that I've had. I want to tell you a little bit more about our company. We're backed by an extremely sharp and gifted executive team. If you look down there, Abrar Ahmad is the head of a venture capital company that only invests in travel businesses. He's the smartest travel investor that I know, and he's like a brother. And you've heard the phrase, stay close to your friends, and then stay closer to the friends that you have with money. So Abrar's firm manages sovereign wealth out of the Middle East. And while he's not an investor, the only reason that he's not an investor is because, quite frankly, we're just not big enough. He is an advisor to our firm. And there on the screen you see Scott Duffy. Scott Duffy was fortunate enough to work with me back at Tony Robbins. I hired him when he was 18, 19, just out of school. And he's gone on to have a rock star career moving forward. He sold his executive jet travel business called Virgin Charter up to Sir Richard Branson, later rebranded as Smart Charter. So Scott Duffy is also on our team. His book, Launch, I've used repetitively throughout the last many months that we've used to help launch our business. Somebody that I rely on, again, as a true friend, an outstanding family man, and somebody that I love. And then also our attorney, Adam Analik. Adam heads up the Analik Law Firm, probably the most renowned travel law firm in the country. One thing that you need to know about Adam is that he helped launch several powerful travel brands. He helped launch Hotwire, as well as other brands that you're familiar with. He's also an advisor to our firm. And then last but certainly not least, to the far right there, is Frank Cadena. Frank, I met 2 years ago, and I was very fortunate to meet him down in South Florida. And I brought Kevin Harrington. Kevin Harrington was one of the original Shark Tank members down to see Frank. And I'll never forget meeting Frank. There in the office when we showed up, he had his family. I met his wife. I met his 2 boys, Iker and Frank. And the fact that he had his family there still strikes such a positive chord for me. Frank and I have had the good fortune of working very closely for the last many months. He's probably one of the smartest, most creative executives that I've had the opportunity to work with. And so it's just been magical being able to interface with him on a daily basis. I will tell you about each of our advisors. I've known them for a very long time. I have a genuine amount of respect and appreciation for who they are. And you can appreciate knowing that they are solidly in our camp and in our corner, and a viable reason why we're going to be here for the long term. What we've done is we've just pulled it all together. And so the obvious question that you may ask is, Well, Hutch, why cruising? Why did you focus on just the cruising market space? And for me, it was very straightforward. I love to go on cruises. I am the father of 4 children. Next year, I'll be an empty nester. Cruising for me affords me the opportunity to get together with my family on a regular basis and sit down and enjoy each other for at least 2-3 meals during the day. And there's a couple other things that you need to know about cruising. Number one, cruising is the #1 rated best vacation value according to all the industry experts, number one. And number two, it's the best value in terms of being able to travel and see multiple destinations, multiple ports on just one trip. And for me, it was a terrific niche. And you may want to just jot this down. There are riches in niches. And for us, cruising is a great niche, a powerful niche. Cruising is a $37 billion industry. And again, 24 million passengers will go on a cruise next year. But here's the upside. The upside is only 20% of the US, of Americans, have ever been on a cruise. And only 3% of the world population have ever been on a cruise. So people are going to cruise. 24 million will do it next year. People will know and recognize the value of going on a cruise. We're just replacing the behavior of driving that cost of the cruise down to make it affordable and accessible, and through our membership by driving the value up. So hopefully that answers the question in terms of why cruising and why cruising exclusively. And I think the last thing is that our product is fun. We market a very, very fun product. And for me, at this time of my life, I wanted to be associated. I wanted to invest my time with fun people, people that I love and generally like to be around. And that's what cruising affords, that ability to be able to do so. And again, we have a fun product. And my experience is when you market and you sell a fun product, it's a lot easier to promote than any other offers in the marketplace. So I've talked about our company. Here's the recap. We're a part of the travel business. Travel is $6 to $8 trillion. It's probably the largest industry in the world. 1 out of 11 jobs, it's reported, are travel related. The fastest growing segment within travel is cruising. And again, while only 20% of the US has been on a cruise, 24 million people will go next year. So should you decide to align yourself with us, you're in a great industry, an industry that's growing, the fastest growing industry around, and you're in a fun industry. So we offer a genuine product, genuine value with genuine consumer demand. And so that's our company. Let me now tell you about what makes our offer unique, what makes our concept unique. And so there on your screen, you see what we call cruise dollars. And for us, what we do is simply the following. What we do is we offer you, for every $1 that you pay in a membership fee, we give you 2 cruise dollars in exchange, and this is important to listen very carefully, to either pay for a cruise in full or to further reduce the price. And oh, by the way, that price that you'll find on our website is guaranteed to be on par with the lowest available cruise prices on the marketplace. Let me say it one more time. In exchange for every $1 that you pay in membership fee, we give you $2 to apply to either pay for a cruise in full or to further reduce the already lowest available price on the internet. And again, oh, by the way, that best price is guaranteed with 110% best price guarantee through our partner, World Travel Holdings. And then once you apply, once you use your cruise dollars to go on a cruise, that's what makes our offer, our concept, unbeatable. We don't come out and say straight up that we are the lowest offer or the lowest discounted price in the marketplace. We can't say that. There's pricing parity amongst the cruise lines. What we can say very succinctly and very powerfully is that once you apply those cruise dollars, then the offer that we have is unbeatable. It can't be touched. There's no other product like it in the marketplace. And so the fact that you have the opportunity to promote A, something that's fun, and B, something that's unbeatable really separates you in the marketplace. What's the price of our membership? It's $100 US per month. $100 US per month. In exchange, we give you 200 cruise dollars per month. And so let's just go through some examples. Let's say, for example, at the end of 6 months, you put in what? $600 for a membership. At the end of 6 months, you had 1,200 cruise dollars. At the end of 12 months, you put in $1,200, and you had what? You had 2,400 cruise dollars. That, again, you could use to pay for a cruise in full, and I'll go through some itineraries, or to reduce the already lowest available, best price guarantee in the marketplace. So let's just go through a couple of these examples. Cruise dollars, by the way, they never expire. They roll over. As long as you remain an active member, you'll be able to use cruise dollars. A question I always like to answer, and a couple of people asked me this week, is the following. Hutch, what is the risk if I get involved in your membership club? And I said, you know what, like a gym or like Costco, the risk is straightforward. If you don't use it, then it's not going to be valuable for you. If you don't have the intention of traveling and seeing the world and visiting multiple ports and destinations, it's not going to be a good value for you. I happen to belong to 2 different gyms. I go back and forth between the state of Florida and South Carolina. And so for me, I receive value in what I do. So if you use the membership, which we use to drive down the price and increase the value, then there is no risk. As long as you remain an active member, then you'll stay with us a very long time. As long as you get on a ship and experience the beauty of some of these magical 4, 5, 6-star cruises, then I have every reason to believe that you'll stay with us for a very long time. So that's, again, our unique offer, our concept. It's proprietary. It's called Cruise Dollars. For every $1 that you pay in a membership fee, you receive $2 back. The membership is $100 a month. At the end of 12 months, you'll have 2,400 cruise dollars that you can use. And now what I'll do is I'll walk through a couple of itineraries. So we have a couple of offers, a couple of very specific offers. The 2 offers that you'll be able to use your cruise dollars are for what we call Dream Cruises and Global Destinations. I'll explain Dream Cruises first. Dream Cruises are just that. They're exclusive. We'll have probably 6 to 8 of these scheduled for next year. What makes them extremely valuable, in fact, in my mind, probably the most valuable offer that we have, is that you're able to use 100% of your cruise dollars to pay for that cruise in full. I'm going to say it again. With an executive Dream Cruise, this allows you to apply and use 100% of your cruise dollars to pay for that cruise in full. Let's go back to the example. At the end of 12 months, you put in $1,200. You had 2,400 cruise dollars left. Let's say, for example, we had a cruise for 1,500 US dollars. Let me ask you, would you be able to use your cruise dollars towards that $1,500 cruise? The answer is yes. And so 2,400 cruise dollars, $1,500 cruise, you're able to pay for it in full. Now, tough question. How many cruise dollars will you have left after you applied those 1,500 cruise dollars? And if you said 900, you're absolutely spot on. So quick recap. Dream Cruises exclusively available. If there's a downside, if you will, potentially, it's that we'll have 6 to 8 of them next year. As our membership base grows, we'll have even more Dream Cruises throughout the years. But again, with Dream Cruises, you're able to use 100% of your cruise dollars. Are you guys good with that? Understand it very clear? Okay, let's get into global destinations. The way that I'd like to explain global destinations is to have you pull up a separate window online. Work with me here just for a second. Pull up a separate window or a separate tab and type in the following. Type in Sky Miles Cruises. So I'll spell it out. SKYMILES cruises.com. SkyMilesCruises.com. And I'll give you just a second to pull that up. And so I'm showing you this site. Are you guys all there? Okay, thumbs up? Okay, cool. So SkyMilesCruises.com. Make sure that you're there in a separate window. So this is what our site is going to look like when we go live. Am I saying that this is my site? I'm not. I'm very clearly saying this is what our site will look like. And what I want you to do is to hover around that screen and scroll through the various cruise lines that are available. This morning, a dear friend texted me and said, "Hey, Hutch, all I want to know is, do you guys offer Disney cruises?" And I said, "Absolutely." Go to the site, scroll down all the various cruise lines that are available, and then, oh, by the way, check out all the ports and the destinations. And through Global Destinations, you get a sense that we are making available all the cruises that are available on our website through World Travel Holdings. And again, I hope that makes sense. The difference between Global Destinations and Dream Cruises are exclusive. 6 to 8 of those next year, and then we'll continue to grow that as the membership base grows. And then Global Destinations, they are the entire inventory of all the cruises that you see right there on your site. And again, through World Travel Holdings buying power, this is what enables those prices that you see on the site. And again, those prices that you see have a best price guarantee to be the lowest published prices on the internet. So we're on par. We're on par with the best prices, and Global Destinations enable you to further drive down the price of those cruises. And again, because there's price parity, I just ask that you just write down the following, that our prices that you see with Global Destinations are on par with the lowest available published prices on the internet. So what I don't want you to come out and say is, "Oh my gosh, this business in cruises, we can beat anybody, 50, 75, 85% off." Don't lead it that way. Lead with what I just shared with you, that we're on par with the lowest published prices on the internet. And then, oh, by the way, those lowest prices come with a 110% best price guarantee through our partner, World Travel. And then when you apply to further reduce these already low prices, the prices are unbeatable. It's uncomparable. There's nothing else like this in the marketplace. So again, a couple of examples, a couple more. You guys good with it? Global Destinations. Same example. At the end of 12 months, you have 2,400 cruise dollars. Let's say there was a cruise for $1,500. With Global Destinations, we have a couple of requirements. Number one, you start to book cruises after you've been with us for at least 3 months. Number two, Global Destinations allow you to utilize up to 50% to drive down the price of that cruise. And in year one, that 50% reduction is limited to 500 cruise dollars per cruise in year one, and then it increases to 750 cruise dollars in year two, and then increases to 1,000 cruise dollars in year three. So are you guys with me? So up to 50% reduction, and then 500 per cruise in year one, 750 per cruise in year two, and 1,000 cruise dollars in year three and thereafter. And so the ability to drive that down further just means that you're going to have to come out of pocket. So let me give you an example. 2,400 cruise dollars. Let's say there's a cruise available inside the Global Destination availability for $1,500. And it's the 13th month of your membership. How much will you be able to apply to drive that down? That's correct. It's 750 cruise dollars. And then what did that 750 cruise dollars cost you? You're right, $375. So you get the idea. Two amazing product offers. Dream Cruises, truly exclusive. In my mind, the best value. You're able to apply 100% of your Dream Cruises, cruise dollars to pay for it in full. And then Global Destinations, the ability to drive down the already lowest available price in the marketplace with some restrictions on a per year basis. You guys good with that? And again, all of our CDs come with specific offers. You'll have these inside your account. And then now what I'd like you to do is just take a look at some actual itineraries, actual cruises that we're going to make available through our site. And I'm looking at these as well. On the left-hand side of the screen is the Dream Cruise. And again, we book these. We do a group booking. And so what we're able to do by us doing a group booking is we have the ability to drive the prices down even further. And so that's what enables us to make this promise to you that you'll be able to use 100% of your cruise dollars to pay for that cruise in full. You can eyeball a couple of those itineraries. Imagine going out of Barcelona Imagine going on a river cruise, whatever the case may be, and being able to pay for those cruises in full. You'll be able to do so through our unique offer called Dream Cruises. And then again, global destinations there on the right-hand side. You'll be able to apply to further reduce the itineraries. And the examples are very straightforward. You have a brochure price called a retail price, and then our member price, and then you apply the cruise dollars, and that's what you will have to remit to be able to utilize that particular global destination. So again, pretty straightforward. And then let's do this. So I've talked about our concept. I've talked about the company. Now what I want to do is I want to get into the compensation plan. And let me just say this right from the beginning. I hope you get a sense that this is a unique, one-of-a-kind opportunity. I think very rarely in most people's careers will you have the opportunity to be on the ground floor. We're in what would be called in a technology launch, pre-launch or pre-beta. But here's the thing that's significant for you to know. We're ready. We're ready to go to work tomorrow. We have these cruises available. Our website is being built, but the cruise offers, we're able to deliver on right away. I think it's important for you to know that on day one, we'll be able to make compensation and pay commissions because it's truly a global opportunity in 192 countries on day one. On day one, we'll be able to make this opportunity. So if I were you, what I'd do is to start to think about three things. Number one, where in the world would I like to go? Where would I like to take my family? Again, people texted me this morning, hey Hutch, if Disney's in, then I'm in. Somebody else texted me, are river cruises in? I said, river cruises are in. Go back to that site, see all the cruises that are available. So number one, figure out where in the world would you like to go? And then number two, figure out who would you like to have go with you? Who would you love to take with you on a cruise? Family, friends, colleagues. Who's somebody that you'd like to sit down and have a scrumptious, delicious meal with 2-3 times a day? Think about that. And then make a decision. Make a decision if you want to be a part of this opportunity. Make a decision if you want to invest some time to let as many people as you know about our particular opportunity. So again, let me just say a couple things about the compensation plan. Let me just first say we are much more than just a compensation plan. We're much more than a cruise membership club. We're going to be significantly bigger. The thing that I forgot to mention, and it's unfortunate I did so, I want to just say from the beginning that if you decide to become a member or partner with us, that this business was built on a sense of giving and gratitude and giving back. We're going to sponsor 2 charities, the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Ocean Cleanup Initiative. And so if you decide to become a member or a partner, just know that you'll be a part of our giving back and helping those children with debilitating diseases to come on cruises and go with their family. And then we're going to use the 10% of our company's profits to be able to clean up the ocean and rid the ocean of its waste. That's important for me to say before I get into the actual compensation plan. The other thing that I'll say about the compensation plan is that it's fair, it's balanced, it's modeled after billion-dollar compensation plans. We don't play compensation games here. I will tell you that those of you that were selected, handpicked to come on this call, we predict you're going to be our leaders. We predict that you'll be front or second line to the company. We predict that you'll be the highest income earners. And if you're involved in direct sales or the network marketing business, the beauty of that is the compounding of residual income. And what I will tell you is up front that we generously pay what's described as producer bonuses or kickstart bonuses and coaching bonuses to get your business off the ground. But where the money is, follow the money. The money is in the residual compensation. And what unlocks that residual compensation is referring or directly enrolling 5 members. 5 members to you is what unlocks that residual compensation, the ability to get paid month in and month out based on not just your work, but also residually for those indirectly that you sign up, who sign up for the referrals that you made. So again, on the front end, very generous, a 33% commission, pretty standard. Our compensation plan is very balanced. We're going to pay out 30 to 50%. And now that I've said all that, I want to just back up just for a second and just tell you that I'm not going to go into all the details of the compensation plan. While we had a top shelf law firm approve it, before being able to pay out our commissions in 192 commissions in 192 countries. We had the plan approved, but I wanted to have a second opinion. And so right now it's being reviewed. So my only caveat to what I'm sharing with you now, and you hear me directly, is that it hasn't been approved. And for that reason, I'm not going to go into all the details. But again, high level, 30 to 50% payout on the front end, producer bonuses, kickstart coaching bonuses to reward the behavior of getting customers in. Where's the money? The money's in residual commissions. I'll also tell you that we have a fabulous bonus structure that pays out between $500 to $30,000 every month, guaranteed as a bonus after we pay direct producer commissions, after we pay residual commissions. So it's a guaranteed income between $500 and $30,000. And 2 nights ago, I was on the phone with an extensive networker, somebody that's built businesses, and he put me on the spot. And he said, Hutch, I got to know, how do I make $1 million in your compensation plan? And I said, well, it's actually quite simple, very straightforward, very confidently. I said, write this number down, 5,000. When you have 5,000 direct members or indirect on your team, I will pay you $30,000 US per month in and month out. 5,000, oh, by the way, is a big number, no doubt. It's a great idea, but it's going to take a lot of work to get there. When you have 5,000 people on your team, either direct or indirect, I'll pay you $30,000 bonus US dollars every month. And then if you go back to the residual compensation, that should be given that level of about $25,000. Are you with me? So 30 and 25, I said we're now up to $55,000. And then I said, oh, by the way, at 5,000 members, you'll be part of a 5% override, not just on your team, but on the entire company. The entire company's volume of membership revenue. And that 5% should equal somewhere between $25,000 and $35,000. And so when you add all that up, it's well in excess of $80,000 per month. Thus, my ability to say with you very congruently and truthfully that I have the ability to pay out $1 million. And again, for those leaders on the call, my guess, my anticipation is that many of you will be on the receiving end of that compensation plan. So again, pretty straightforward. Fast start bonuses, kickstart coaching bonuses to get the business launched and off the ground, a 33 commission percentage for enrolling people initially. Where's the money? Where's the magic? It's in the residual. Where does that get started? When you enroll 5 members direct to you, that's what opens up the residual doors. And then again, guaranteed bonuses between $500 and $30,000. I gave you the high level of 5,000 members at $30,000 a month. If you had 50 members on your team, it guaranteed you to be paid $500 per month. And we call it a car bonus at that level. A sexy name, but here's what you need to know. We're not going to require anybody to buy a car. We're not going to require anybody to lease a car. It's your money. Do with it as you want. But we will call it a car bonus at 50 people that you sponsor directly or indirectly on your team and pay you $500 a month. I hope that you'll be blown away at the generosity and the balance of this compensation plan, and that know that because it's a fixed recurring $100 per month, very easy to compute, and the key takeaway is that you have the ability, stay with us for the long term to build a very stable and reliable residual income for a very long time. So that's our compensation plan. Any questions, shoot an email to me, interact with the broadcast, and we'll be sure to get back to you. And again, all the details of the compensation plan we'll make available on the 15th. And I'm excited to be able to get that. I can't wait to get it to you. I feel like a kid at Christmas. And given the holiday spirit, I'm excited to get it to you early. But again, if you have any questions, be sure to get those questions to us. Are we good? Everybody good so far? Okay. All right. We talked through all this. And then again, to reward those leaders to get involved with us right away, our job is to get you on ships. Why would I give 2-for-1 cruise dollars? Why would I want you to get on a ship? For this very reason. I want you taking pictures. I want you taking selfies. I want you creating memories that will last for a lifetime. I want you using the value of what we have. And to help do that, we're going to give away the opportunity to win an inaugural Dream Cruise starting in May of next year. So walk with me. Right now we're in pre-launch. We're giving you a heads up. You're hearing about this opportunity before anybody else. So from say December 15th, when I feel like at that point you should be able to tell our story. And again, because this is direct sales and network marketing, there's two keys to remember. The key to this business is duplication. The key to this business is not just for you to get an enrollment, but for your enrollment to get an enrollment. Did you follow what I said? Key to this business is duplication, not having another job. The key to this business is not just getting an enrollment, but by being able to train somebody so that they get an enrollment and they get an enrollment. That's the magic of this business. The beauty of this business is not just to train another leader. The beauty of this business is to train a leader who trains somebody else. And so with that, that's what enables the compensation to work and to enable you to make a lot of money. The Dream Cruises, the inaugural Dream Cruises will start this May, June, July. They'll leave out of the west coast of the U.S. They'll leave out of Europe and Barcelona, and then more than likely right here in South Florida, in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And my gift to you is it's going to be based on meritocracy. The top producers will reward you, will gift you the opportunity to take advantage of these inaugural Dream Cruises right out of the gate for those people that produce the highest. And again, we'll pick up the tab. We'll pick up the tab for those inaugural Dream Cruises. You guys good with that? Okay, awesome. And then again, just a quick recap to the opportunity. We're launching the business on January 16th. That's the pre-launch. You're hearing it before everybody else. I want you to have the opportunity to talk it up, to establish your list, to figure out who's on your team, who are the leaders, who has the sphere of influence, who's hungry, who's smart, who do you want to surround yourself with. Take the time between now and January 15th to pull all that together. Get a hold of me, get on calls with me, get back to the person that invited you to this call and make sure that we have the chance to connect. And if we haven't connected via LinkedIn, please make sure that you do so. That link you'll receive inside this PowerPoint. And I think the other thing that's important for you to know as it relates to training and development is that every video that we put out, we're going to provide you the PDF, we're going to provide you the script, we're going to make it very easy to give you the words, we're going to give you the lyrics to the song. What you have to do is just bring the music. Bring your music, bring your momentum to our offer, because what we have is truly unique, and we'll give you all the resources, videos, scripts. We're probably spending more money in video production than most companies do in their first year, and we're doing it before we open up our doors. So between December 15th and January 15th, take advantage of talking up the opportunity. And then I'm going to go into very specifically how we're going to be able to track, how we'll know that this system is foolproof in terms of getting the word out and making sure that you're not only tracked accurately, but paid on a consistent basis. Just a quick recap. We're offering real value. You know, not to be negative or condescending in any way, I've been fortunate to be part of direct sales my entire career. I have dipped my toes a couple times, but for the most part, I couldn't get passionate about any of the products. And for me, again, not being judgmental, but most direct sales companies, they inflate the value of their products because it's what? It's tied to a compensation plan. We don't play compensation games. We're doing just the opposite. I'm through our membership model trying to drive the price down to make it more accessible, to make it more affordable, and so there's real value here. It's a genuine offer with genuine consumer demand. And again, we've got a low barrier to entry. It's only a $100 membership fee. And it's easy to share. We're selling fun. And here's our sales pitch. Our sales pitch is as follows. I just booked a cruise, a European river cruise. Would you like to join me? Or I just booked a cruise to Bermuda. Would you like to join me? Pretty straightforward, very simple. Again, no inventory, high retention, low attrition. And again, our secret weapon is for the first 90 days, this is going to be an online business. And then afterwards, we're going to move to an offline. And the focus, the thrust of what we'll do is to make a measurable contribution in the members and the partners that are with us. And I think it's important for you just to know, you can join as a member and to use the cruise savings to go on cruises for $100 a month, or you can become a partner. A partner invests $195 US dollars one time. That's a one-time activation fee. In exchange for that $195, I'm going to walk you through very quickly the marketing tools that we make available. and that activation fee is renewable on an annual basis. So again, a member, $100 a month to enjoy cruise savings. A partner promotes the opportunity, participates in the compensation plan. Can you be both? Can you be both a member and a partner? Absolutely. Do you have to be a member to promote the business? You do not. So we talked about personal development. And again, just a couple key things as it relates to the launch. And that is the dates, December 15th to January 15th. January 16th, we opened the doors at 11 a.m. Those leaders that were invited to this first, they will receive a referral link. You will have the opportunity to receive a subdomain within the INCRUISES domain to be able to track all the invitations that you sent out. Again, the technology team here is second to none. What we've made available is the equivalent of a constant contact, an unlimited email marketing system for you to be able to get your personalized referral link out to everybody that you know, and then to track it through CRM. It's what we call our reach process. So if you go to the INCRUISES.com site now, you'll see a video. You'll watch that video, and then an opt-in screen will come up, and you'll be able to join into and check out what's available. But again, it's not available now. It's not available until January 16th. If you go to the site, what I'd encourage you to do is check out who we are. Check out our mission, our vision, our values, about us. Look at our values. Make sure that we're a match between each other. And then again, if you join in on January 16th, everything will be tracked to you. It's all gamified. You'll wake up, it's almost addictive, like a Facebook type game, where you'll be able to see where your reach expanded through the night. People will pop up in multiple parts of the country and multiple parts of the world. And again, it's a very fun, viral way to grow your business. We'll do it through email invitations. Do you have to go through our system? You don't have to go through our system, but make sure that you get that referral link out there in as many places as possible. We'll also make available Facebook marketing, where you'll be able to post to your friend's wall an invitation to check us out as a member or to check us out as a partner. And again, you can either import and use our system and download all of your contacts so that it's completely automated, or you can do it on your own. The choice is yours. But I will tell you again that the technology team that built this, originally when it was built, utilized about 3.5 million lines of code. And while we're not using all of that, I can tell you that the investment and the brain power that went into it makes it very simple. The bottom line is that it's completely automated, it's completely tracked, and it's a foolproof system to make sure that you're taken care of and paid extremely well. And I've gone through this very quickly. But here's a couple questions. Why would I want to get involved? I'd say the following. If you have a passion for travel, then you should seriously consider this opportunity. If you have a penchant for cruising and seeing the world, and you want to see multiple destinations over the next few years, by all means get involved. If you don't have an interest in travel, then no harm, no foul. Thank you for the gift of your time, but we're probably not a match. If you're hungry to be around a genuine business with a genuine consumer demand, that has a genuine leadership team that cares and loves each other and works hard for the value and benefit of our customers, then take a serious look and get involved with us. I'm grateful for the time and the attention that you provided to me today. Make sure that you get all your questions answered. And with that, I'll just say that we're going to have the same call December 10th, December 12th, and December 15th. And as part of the investment that we've made, we're offering this same call in Spanish at the 2 o'clock hour in about 15 minutes. We're going to offer this same call in Spanish. So 10th, 12th, and 15th. What I do is, if you found that there was value here and you like what you heard, get on the horn, get on a text, get on email. Let as many people as you know about this call taking place on the 10th. We will make this call recorded. We'll make it available to you. Make sure you get all your questions answered. And again, take your mark, get set, go. The first 2 people that email me the notes that you took from today's call, I'll treat you to dinner on one of those global destinations. I look forward to meeting you. I wish you continued success and abundance. Thanks so much for your time. Have an awesome day.